I am the girl gardener and this is my cottage garden. I don't live in a cottage, it's just a cottage garden and it's 6 years in the making. Look at these colours. Look how pretty these are. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice pastels. And then these beautiful purples. And I just put this in my intro as well. I've just slightly changed my kind of video intro. And I've got these tulips here as well. They look like peonies. This is called foxtrot. They're tulips. And the colour is just so beautiful. I like my pinks and purples. The tulips have done fantastic this year. These are slightly different. One of them hasn't come up. I'm not sure if maybe it's been taken by a squirrel, but I did protect them as best as I could. But how lovely is this? Let me just try and find out which particular one this is. It's some kind of a pastel mix. I did label them. Let's see if the label is on the other side. No, it is not. But it's some kind of a pastel mix that I got on sale. And then they contrast so nicely against the purple muscari, the blue purple, and then forget-me-nots, which are all self-seeded. Focus. Just so lovely. So lovely. Anyway, greenhouse is doing well. The cucumbers are doing quite nicely, as well as the brassicas. And we've got the peppers. A couple of my peppers wilted and died. I feel like this one wilted and died. There's one at the back. I feel like the sun might have been a bit too intense for them. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. I'm not sure. See, this is why I oversow. This is why I definitely oversow everything, because if you lose plants, you've still got plenty to fall back on. I will do another tray of marigolds. I'm going to sow some seeds today. I need to do amaranthus, marigolds. I need to do my zinnias. And also, there was something else as well, cosmos. I will be sowing those today, hopefully. But I'll see what time I have. These are all the sunflowers are coming up really nicely. I've had to bring my son home from school. He threw up at school, so they called me and said, "Can you please come and take him?" And he's got himself 2 days off school. So I'll see what I'm able to get done. But yeah, other than that, let me just spin around. We're looking pretty good. I also germinated some more tomatoes. Moneymaker. As you know, I mentioned before, I've been struggling quite a bit with the tomatoes and I don't know what's going on. They're not old seeds, but we have some tomatoes now. It's just this section here. So I hope we get good yields. So I'm just planting out my little onion seedlings that I've grown from seed. I don't grow my onions from sets anymore. I used to in the past and they just never grow for me. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. And so I started growing them from seed instead because I follow Susie B for Susie B Living. So if you haven't been on her channel before, go ahead and check her out. And she always grows hers from seed. And so I thought I'd try it too because she's always got success, and I followed the tips, you know, making sure the soil is very moist and all of that when I sow the seeds, and it worked for me. And ever since then, that's what I do. Once I've planted these out, I do need to sow more. I can never have enough onions. So this variety is called Elsa Craig, and it is not kind of like a fancy variety by any means. It's just a very basic onion variety. Excuse me. By the way, I do still have a cough, so very sorry if I start having a coughing fit. So my throat's got this tickly dry cough. But anyway, I always sow them this variety. It's a really great cropper. You can see here actually, we've still got quite a lot here in the bed. You can see all of that, and I did pick some yesterday. And also these greens, when the greens grow from the onions, you can cut them and use them in omelettes and things like that, and they taste really good. And how gorgeous is the weather this week? It's been absolutely beautiful. I can't even, it's just so gorgeous. So another job that I've also done today is turning my compost. So this is my first, second, third and fourth bin. If you've seen my videos before, you know the order that we go in. I start filling this one up. That then gets moved into that one, which moves into that one, and then we end up with finished compost in there. So with this one, it got to a point where I was just constantly putting fresh things in and was not giving it a chance to break down. So what I did was mix the two together. If you look on my other page, on my other social media page, I did share it on my stories, but if I open it, I've given it all a really good mixing and put all the contents into that one. So now that one is empty and I can start filling that one while that just breaks down. So this is a job that I really, really needed doing. And I was kind of putting it off, but I'm really glad I've done it now. And sort of just looking at this section here, which is where I have my raised beds and my sort of former chicken area and things like that, we do want to start kind of fixing things up a little bit, because we do plan on getting more hens either late spring or early summer. But what we noticed is when we did have the chickens, sort of I built this side up, because to create this section here, I dug down and leveled the whole area off, and I did it all just using just all hand tools, so that I could have it nice and straight and put the build the beds and everything. And I built all of these beds by scratch using pallets. A loud bird. So anyway, what I did was I used reclaimed wood to kind of I guess just keep all the dirt to one side. But as the chickens, they do their thing and they're kind of scratching away, they push lots of it over. So we do want to repair that, fix it all up. We've picked up some kind of reclaimed materials from Facebook Marketplace, free ones. So these are going to be used for like the edging, and we bought some bricks and things like that. The bricks were free as well. But what that does mean is that these beds are going to have to go. Excuse me. It does mean that these beds will have to go to make room to do all of this, which is okay, because what I have noticed is that they are starting to rot away now. If I show you this one here, it's just all coming apart. You can see that all the wood is completely rotten. It's falling apart. So, I mean, I don't mind. This one is also falling apart. It's collapsed from this side, and where else? That one as well. This one is okay, but this one I didn't build. This one, apart from, of course, the edging that I put on, this is just two pallet collars put one on top of the other. So I think what we'll do with this one is I'll take it apart. Sorry, I'm getting out of breath because I just turned all the compost. I'll take those two off and I'll put them maybe here to add to this kind of veg garden over here. So there'll be two extra beds there. And then I think going forward from all of that, once we have fixed all of this section up, I may just think about just growing directly into the ground. The reason why I didn't do it is because all of this area here gets really muddy and slippery when it rains, and of course we get a lot of rain, and that's why I did the whole kind of wood chips with the raised beds and things like that. So these are just kind of rough plans that we've got in our minds about what we want to do. I just thought I'd kind of talk you through it a little bit, just so you know, and don't say, oh, hang on a second, why is she all of a sudden taking things apart? So we fast forward a number of days. Here are the amaranthus that I said I was going to sow. I've germinated them and they've done really well. These are green amaranthus. I germinated them inside the house on my heat mats, and so now they're in the greenhouse. And I also did another tray here of red amaranthus, but as you can see there's not a lot there, and I treated them in the exact same way. Not a lot, but I mean everything is doing quite well apart from a few bits that have randomly died. But I'm going to be honest, I feel like everything is quite slow growing, very slow. These Zimbabwe blacks are not doing very well. I don't know how many seeds I sowed, but slowly they've just been dying off, and so I may end up with 2 if I'm lucky. But I just feel like this spring has overall been very, very cold, and so everything's just growing very slowly. I've sown all of my sweet corn. We've got Swift, and then we've got a, oops, almost tripped over my garden bag, and then we've got Fiesta. So I've done those 2 varieties. And then what else did I want to just quickly show you? Here, I've also potted on my aubergine plants, and they are quite happy. So yeah, just a quick little kind of an update, and that's all really that I have got time for this week. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.